Michael Rubin, the billionaire CEO of Fanatics, the gambling site, and a well-known figure in the entertainment and sports world. I think he used to be affiliated with the Sixers. Is facing backlash after comments he made about the Black community during a recent appearance on The Breakfast Club. While defending his friend and business partner, rapper Meek Mill, against online rumors about his sexuality, Rubin made remarks that many found offensive and out of place. Here's what Michael Rubin had to say.
The one thing I've learned about Black culture that I don't like is that Black hate on hate.
Speak on that more. I heard you say that earlier, and I wanted you to expound on that. You said you don't like to see Black people tearing down other Black people.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Okay.
Like it's horrible. Like why? Like I want to support every. Look, you guys, two of you guys know me pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I can ever help with, I'm always there.
Mm-hmm.
I always want to be helpful. I feel lucky and fortunate to do what I do every day. To be as, whatever success I've had, I feel blessed to do that. And I want to give back in every way I can. In business and in charitable things, I'm always trying to be helpful. Like, why does someone want to bring somebody else down? Let's try to build everybody up. Like, I'd be more excited if I'd be more excited to see one of my friends do something that's 99% less meaningful to me, but it would be really meaningful to them because I want them to do great. I want everyone around me to do great. Mm-hmm. I don't like watching, there's a little bit, and you tell me, you guys correct me if you think I'm wrong. I think there's a little bit of a Black culture of like, it's Black hate on hate. It's like that Black judge that Meek had that hated on him and wanted to go extra hard on him. Okay. It's it's what people always say to me. It's like Black hate on hate. So I think it's terrible. I think it's something that I think it's culturally wrong. And I'll probably get killed for saying this because, here,
I'm glad you're saying it openly. If this is the conversations that are being had.
I have it all the time. With
I want to hear this.
Yeah, so I think it's wrong. I think, why do you not want to build everyone up around you? Why do you not want everyone around you to do great? The best way for everyone to do great is to push each other up, okay?
Black hate on hate. I think he meant Black on Black hate, but the way he phrased it was really strange. His comments sparked immediate criticism, with rapper Schoolboy Q and others taking to social media to express their disapproval. Schoolboy Q in particular dismissed the notion of Black on Black anything, calling Rubin's statements out of touch and unnecessary, saying no such thing as Black on Black anything. What the F? He continued by saying, you know what I don't like about you niggers? I hate when you niggers be acting like niggers, basically. So that's his thoughts on what Michael Rubin had to say. In response to the backlash, Rubin quickly issued an apology on X, acknowledging that it wasn't his place to speak on Black culture and clarifying that his intention was to promote unity and upliftment within the community. Meek Mill also addressed the controversy, stating that Rubin shouldn't have made those comments publicly and that it's difficult to explain certain harsh realities of Black life to someone outside of the community, saying he be hearing my friends getting murdered, like, why Meek? I can't explain it to him in a sensible way. Okay. Wow. That brings us to the question, should Michael Rubin have apologized at all, or was he right to address what he sees as a problem? What do you guys think about Black hate on hate or Black on Black hate? Bill, go ahead.
All right, this is a multi-layered sort of bit here.
Okay.
And the first thing I'm going to say is for Meek Mill. There's a Louis Farrakhan quote, and I never quote behind Farrakhan because I just, but it says, for all you scared to death Negroes, right? Don't you tell us to, do anything. You sit down and you shut up and tell your masters to come on out and deal with it. You sit down, okay? You let your master come out and deal with this, boy, because you are drinking the Kool-Aid because you put that little $200,000 into lids, and now Michael Rubin owns lids, and so he thinks that he can speak on what he doesn't know. You ever heard of tiger on tiger hate?
No. You ever heard? No, tiger hate on hate. It would be tiger
hate on elephant hate. You ever heard of that?
Elephant hate on hate. No.
Yeah, okay. You ever heard of zebra on zebra hate on hate? You ever heard of that? No, because it doesn't exist. It's the most asinine idea that you've ever heard. Hate as well as crime happens in proximity. You are more likely to be robbed or hated on by somebody that looks like you. The other thing is, y'all keep with this crabs in a barrel mentality. Crabs were never meant to be in barrels. Black people are fighting hundreds of years of systems that you put in place to get us here. And then you, from a place of privilege, peeks over the wall and is like, I wonder what y'all got going on over there. Y'all need to cut that out. Get your word there, son.
Oh, okay. Strong words. Any retort Dex on what Bill said?
So I do agree that there is black on black hate. I mean, like, to be honest with you, when Meek Mill puts things out there, I be hating on him, and I'm black. I think he sounds ridiculous. And when he said, "I don't have the words to explain this," and my immediate thought was, "I know that you don't. I think that you're stupid. Like, I think that I don't think you have the words to explain it." I understand where he was coming from, where Michael was coming from, when he says, like, I'm hearing these conversations, I'm questioning why this is happening, but like, why don't you just ask the people in the room why this is happening? These are your friends. They're having this conversation around you. Why don't you just ask them? I think where he messed up is that he apologized. If you felt this way and you know why you felt this way, you explain why you felt this way. Why would you apologize? Apologizing to me in this situation feels like you were talking out of the side of your mouth, and you weren't. You meant what you said. You believed it, and you should have stuck with it. Because you didn't stick with it, I can't support you.
Well, maybe he feels like he offended people that he wasn't intending.
Yes, but if you know your intention is not to offend someone by what you say, and you literally explain exactly what it is,
he didn't explain it well though. Because first of all, he was saying black
explained it from his perspective, though. But you explained it from what you thought, your perspective, and that's what you put out there. I think if you wanted to further explain it, that's one thing. But to apologize, I can't respect that. Don't speak on stuff if you feel like you need to apologize for it later on. Like, that's pathetic.
Ty, he spoke to me as a CEO of a company and seemed like he was just speaking towards things that he's heard and not have actually experienced from people that he feels like he aligns with. Is that not what you felt as well?
I mean, what he's speaking on is like a lot of human nature, right? Like people associate things like, oh, this is black on this or black this and black that. Like, what is this human nature? Like, people in extreme poverty go through extreme measures. People are violent against one another. People hate on one another. People try to crawl to the top in spite of other people. Like, a lot of that stuff is human nature. It's not associated specifically with black people. And that's the problem that these narratives have, is like, oh, this is a black thing. There are plenty of every culture who hates on other people. You're just paying attention to your own people because you care less about what the other people are saying. And that's pretty much all it is. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of white artists who are hated on by white people, but nobody cares about that. You just focus on what black people are doing to other black people. There's no black hate on hate. There's people hating on people who are in the public eye. That's what people do. When they were yelling, lock her up, that was Hillary Clinton, the white woman. They wasn't hating black on black hate. They wanted to lock you up because you're in the public eye and you did something dumb. Right. And that is what it is. That's human nature. It's not black people.
Right. Okay.